DJ Semaj. Go ahead. Body alert. Come get your homie, nigga. Yeah. Look, I've been cooking in the kitchen way before these niggas knew me. Cause I'm posted in your brain, chefing up their attitude. Cutting tracks with a mic and a laptop, call it a duplex. Then I drop it at the show, these bitches shaking while they eat. These niggas asking for bars, but these boys are underage. It's time to run up the inflation, Semaj Tha Monsta underpaid. I'm a mutant nigga, call me lightning storm. My bars are thunder rain, that's why I control the atmosphere's environment like hunger. I'm planting seeds for the harvest, so one day they'll be grown. Taking out the competition, so one day I'll be on. I'm smoking Gabriel James Kush in the whip getting blown. Crystal light, we
What it is, y'all? P to the Ashes here with Semaj Tha Monsta from Alpha Primates.
Yes, sir.
I have the pleasure of interviewing him today. We're on the 10 Toes Down Tour 4. Man, go let him know where you're from and who you represent.
So my name is Semaj Tha Monsta. I was born and raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's my headquarters, that's my base set. And I represent the mighty Alpha Primate Entertainment Camp. Shout out to Sirius and J-Dot and DJ Simeon, Albuquerque Zone, you know?
All right, so first things first, how's your experience been on tour for the last, we've been on tour, 7 days, something like that? 6 days? Yeah. I mean, it's been a journey. So let them know how your experience has been.
So, as being one of the older artists out here, I'd never really been on tour before, so I kind of had an idea what it would be like, but I didn't really know what it would be like. And for me, it was just one of the most greatest experiences I've ever had, man. It's been real fun,
So this is your first tour?
This is my first tour ever, man. I've been making music for over 25 years, and I never been on tour anyway. So it was a dream come true, one of the happiest things in my life. But it was also one of the most hardest, man. And it makes you have a lot of respect for people who do it, like, as their job, because it's not just you pull up to the city and you kick it, and then you go on tour, It may be for the 1% of artists, but for, like, people that are grinding and hustling and the real musicians out here trying to spread their music out, it's a grind, driving and getting to the hotels and setting up the merch and making sure you have enough money and still keeping that face on. That way, when you meet people, they feel your energy, because you always want people to feel the positivity and the negativity, but it's always balanced, So yeah, it's fun, but it's also stressful. But it's been a great tour, man. Everybody pretty much got along. It's the cliche thing they say, but trust me, in rap tours, they're always like that.
Right.
So everybody's
That's
cool,
100.
and I got to meet a lot of people, a lot of great artists.
That's dope. Yeah. If you were to give any advice to anybody that would want to be coming on tour, what type of advice would that be?
First thing, you got to make sure you're on point and you're ready professionally. I think a lot of people forget the professional aspect of it, and that's big, because you're spending money.
Right.
Regardless if you got to get a sponsor, regardless if your pockets may be a little bit more fatter than somebody else's.
Facts.
Like, you're spending money.
Facts. There's a lot
that goes into
money
it.
involved in
It's an investment, so you need to go and take that investment as far as it can be. So make sure your music is up. Make sure you got a website, QR code. Make sure you got a link tree. Make sure your music is positioned in a place where it's easily accessible for the people that you're going to talk to. That's number one. Because if they can't find you after the shows, then there's no point in going to the tour.
Right.
They can't follow you, then it's like, there's no point. You're not expanding your
tour is absolutely to gain fans.
To gain fans.
And
yeah,
if you go to your socials and stuff, you get to see how many fans you've gained in the last days and the last hours and stuff like that. So that's exciting to see.
So make sure that, like, your stuff is out there. Number two, make sure you go with merch, and make sure that you're touring off something that means something. I had my album, I toured, and I had my album, but I didn't do it. Now that I've learned, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going on tour and I have an album, then I should have my t-shirt for my album, I should have the vinyl for my album, I should have a little book about my album, I should have a banner and be like, I'm on tour, touring behind this album. That's what I should have done, bro.
Yes,
and that was my mistake. Next year when I go out, I'm gonna have the package together so people can hear it and see it and really connect and really believe in you, because you need to make people believe in you. You believe in yourself, your crew believes in you, you know, your peers do, but you need to get it so the fans believe in you. And that's the most important thing about tours. And that's my advice. Make sure people can find you. Make sure you have all your merch. Make sure you have a lot of money. I had enough money, man. God bless me. Shout out to God. Thank you for blessing me to go on tour. You know, thank you.
Right, because tour's not cheap.
It's not. And I had enough. Yeah, I had enough money the whole way through, man.
That brings me to my next question, because you know we do have a tour fee, and we do offer that tour fee split in half if you take your own vehicle.
Yeah.
But taking your own vehicle is never worth it.
No.
In my opinion, it's never worth it. Now, the reason I say that is because I'm sure you spent more than $300 in gas, correct?
Oh yeah, we probably spent close to $1,000.
Okay, so that alone right there tells you that you know, riding in the tour van with us is more worth it.
It's definitely worth it. It's definitely, and $300 or even $600 to go on tour, it's worth it, man. Honestly, if it was $1,000, you know, I still would have felt like it was worth it. I think I got a great deal.
Yeah.
I feel like the money that I put into this, the experience outweighs it a million times over, man. It was great.
Max.
But that comes from great leadership, and it comes from a team that's willing to trust in that leadership. And the thing about it is, it was really nice this time around because everybody was on the same page. Everybody was working for a common goal. When the DJ pulled over, everybody got the equipment. When you guys pulled over, okay, let's go get the shirts. Sound checks, this, that, and the other. And it teaches you how to work as a unit.
Yes.
And you will never make it as an artist if you don't know how to work as a unit or work with other people.
Right.
And I think that it's a very valuable lesson to have. Because you're on tour with these people for 2 weeks. You guys are around each other, in each other's face. You're basically family.
Yes.
But it teaches you how to do that in a positive way.
Right. We brush our teeth next to each other.
Yeah.
We're practically sleeping next to each other. So yeah.
But it worked. It worked this time around, man. I was nervous, but it worked. I don't know how I did that.
That was a good catch. Yeah, so I mean, and the experience that comes around, not only, you know, the tour itself, but we're out meeting people. We're out meeting artists. We're out doing stuff. So, you know, the experience is dope. And the tour fee used to be $1,000, but we dropped it down to $600 because we don't want artists to feel like they're paying too much to be on tour, and we also want to be able to cover everything that comes with that cost, and it's a lot. So it's dope to hear that the experience is worth it.
It's definitely worth it. Anybody that wants to go on tour, this is definitely the best place to get started, you know, and it was really, really good. And you meet a lot of people out there. Like, I met a lot of people, and, you know, and it was great because the artists that while I was on tour with, they're very professional, you know, and especially in this camp, like, there's a lot of people that I work with that aren't professional, that aren't on it, you know, and there's always some room for growth or so, but when it comes to like, yo, we're going to record this music right now, write your verse, you know, or when you're like, hey, James, you got the verse? Yeah, I have it tomorrow, and then we get to the house and you're like, well, I'm recording, you said you're going to have it tomorrow, and then it puts pressure on me to get my verse done. Like, that's something that I hadn't felt in a while. Then I hear your verse, and I'm like, oh, man, I wish I had more time, or I want to that feeling. It's like a feeling when you're young again. Right. Because I've been doing this so long, bro. Like, a lot of times when I write verses, it's a great verse. And everybody's like, yo, it's great, it's good. But to have that pressure on you, to have that, like, camaraderie, it is like, it reminds you, like, back in the day when you were first starting, you know? In the basement with your boy, and he's writing a verse, and you're writing a verse, and you guys are both trying to write fire verses, and you hear your boy's verse, you're like, oh, shit, I gotta tighten my verse up, you know? Like,
and that's an amazing feeling.
It's an amazing feeling, you know?
And we put that pressure on everybody, you know, and that's not that we're actually putting the pressure on, it's just how we grew up in the music game.
Yeah, and it's nostalgic to me though. It's like,
and so
like everybody, right? We're gonna get in the studio, or when they heard the beat, and Godson was like, yeah, you like this beat? What you got to it? Whoa, whoa. And then 30 minutes later, they're down there recording it.
There's a dope hook on it.
Yeah, they're recording, and it's just like, yeah, it reminds me of what hip hop was back in the day before all, you know, the technology and the splicing in and all, before it got diluted. Right. It was just a bunch of guys that were trying to write hard verses and rap over dope beats, right, and make something amazing together, and I got that feeling.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's one of the dopest experiences that we always have on tour. Yeah. Is we always stop into the studio and we drop those memories.
Yeah, man.
So those are memories.
That on tour.
Those are memories that we get to keep forever, man. We probably dropped, I want to say, like 8 tracks on this tour in the middle of tour. Paused, we drove, we got like a 6-hour span before we're going to the next city, and we hit that studio session in there. So yeah, that was work for sure.
It was fun.
Yeah, that was real fun. So how would you rank SoColdNMWA with other major artists?
To put it in context, let me just give you the context, okay? I personally think that rap is dead, hip hop is dead. And anything that's like industry or mainstream isn't really hip hop anymore. It's just like a diluted, mutated version of something with like a hint of hip hop. You know what I mean? And I think that's great. I think it's amazing because hip hop has gone back underground. Even more the mainstream artists are doing underground shit because it's like this separation between the pop culture and hip hop. It's gotten bigger and bigger, and I think that's great for us as independent artists, especially like having streaming services and YouTubes and tools that we can have to get our music out. It's like now independent artists that nobody's ever heard of have 1 million followers, and it's eaten because they get to connect with their artists. You know what I mean? Now, if we're talking about those people, I would say that SoColdNMWA artists are, I mean, it's crazy because when I first got here, I didn't even know that there were artists like me. You know, I consider myself very meticulous when it comes to writing raps. And that's one thing that the mainstream artists don't do no more.
Right.
That's all underground now.
Right.
You know, and I thought I was very meticulous, and I was like, no, there's nobody like me. But then I came into this camp, and I heard Rhyme Vicious, and I heard his rhyme structure, and I heard his melodies when he's rapping, and I heard the way he structured his songs, and I was like, wow, he gets it. Then I heard Man Dime, who's this bulldog. He's leaning into that style, and he's growing with that style. And I was like, oh, he gets it. So everybody on here has a really healthy understanding of the fundamentals and what hip hop is, and they understand what it is they're bringing to the table, you know? And I think that's very important when it comes to making music, good music that connects. And I think that in the ranks of hip hop, man, I think that SoColdNMWA is there. It's there. I think the artists are there, the voices are there, the energy's there. It just needs to have that pressure on it to keep pushing till that diamond gets bigger and it gets cleaner. But as a camp, like, I think top tier, man. Top tier, bro.
I respect that.
Yeah, top tier, man. My value in hip hop is on the skill and the understanding and the respect for the art form, and if you can do it.
Absolutely.
And I think you guys have shown that y'all can do it.
So would you run the tour again with us?
Oh yeah, I want to run the tour. I'm gonna run it next year. I'm gonna have more merch. I'm gonna have another album. My bar game is gonna be up. I'm gonna be doing Bardio, #Bardio. Shout out to Godson for that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna lose some pounds, man, get in better shape so I can move around and save that money and just really get on it. You know, and I recommend everybody. You know, like, come on this tour. Let's move as a unit. Let's move as a state. Because once you actually do it, your eyes open up to see what it really takes to make it.
Facts.
And once you figure that out, you have a respect
Absolutely.
for people who actually do whatever it takes to make it. Because you're like, oh yeah, this is.
When you move as a unit, the world starts to move as a unit with you.
Yeah.
And so when you start to move as a unit collectively, even in our state, and when we jump to other states, the love that we get from those states is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's all because we unified together,
Yeah.
and the love just radiates.
It's kind of like what Texas did. Like all the cliques got together and they moved as a unit, and that's why they had their time and they were able to break through.
Texas has a whole different hip hop scene because of the way they move.
They move together as a state.
Yep.
They're always Texas repping.
Yep.
Yeah, they have a little inner beef, but for the most part, they're always clicked together.
Right. Yeah, no doubt. So we're counting down the hours right now to the end of the tour. How's that feel?
It's like a bittersweet.
It's like a bittersweet.
Like it's kind of. I'm really happy to do my last show because like it's gotten so much better throughout the tour. And it's like last year I don't even know if I did 6 shows, man.
Right.
And I just did 6 shows in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I just realized that. I was like, dang, I did 6 shows in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's only March, and I've done more shows than 90% of artists have done in the past 2 weeks.
Right.
So I'm excited.
Right, and they were all popping shows.
They were
too.
all popping
They were all
shows.
popping
And
shows.
I was adjusting my performance, and this is the last one. I kind of found my, mojo with the performance and stuff. So I feel good to do this performance. But also I'm happy because this shit is exhausting.
I feel it.
It's exhausting and everybody's like, yo, let's knock this one out. Let's go out with a bang. And then yeah, man, I just want to say that I completed it, and
No doubt.
hopefully I get the recommendation for Best Artist Day. I'm coming for it.
No doubt.
Who got it yesterday?
Well, we didn't vote, but I believe Mandime took it.
Mandime took it.
I believe, and that's 2 on Mandime.
That's 2 on Mandime.
That's
So
2.
I already lost.
So yep. So Mandime might have already won the competition. He might have. So unless somebody else double wins tonight, then Mandime probably won that competition.
How can you double win?
Well, because Rhyme Vicious has won once.
Oh, I got you. But I can't win.
But you can't win because you haven't won yet.
haven't won yet.
So, but if you do win tonight, you still want to make tonight.
I'm gonna make it pop.
You want to make tonight's shit.
We haven't made
count.
the vote for Mandime yet. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. But at the same time, you still want to make tonight's vote count because if you win tonight, you still might bump somebody else out the way.
Yeah.
And so. You know what I mean?
Gotta vote.
And you'll get the recognition for tonight's best performance.
Yeah.
He'll still if he gets last night's performance, he'll still win. But you'll get Albuquerque's best performance.
Yeah.
And that's the best performance you want of the tour, honestly.
Yeah, honestly. But that should be 2 points though. You should make that a 2-pointer, bro.
So yeah.
Albuquerque's a 2-pointer.
Yeah, but man, this has been a 10 Toes Down interview with Semaj Tha Monsta from Alpha Primates.
Semaj Alpha Primates. Can I get my shout out real quick?
Being tuned for the next one, 10 Toes Down 5. It's gonna be bigger and better than ever. Go ahead, let them know. Semaj.
Hey man, Alpha Primates in the building. You can catch me, Semaj, Semaj THA Monsta, on all platforms. A shout out to Albuquerque. Shout out to SoColdNMWA. Yo, check for them collabs too, because we got a bunch of collabs coming out. Peace.
Yeah.
On me, fuck the other side. I ain't rocking with them. There's money on my mind, and I ain't stopping, nigga. I stay on the grind. It's why they jockin', nigga. They can never stop a nigga. It's all eyes on me.